The reason that Melody and I jumped into this venture was that we were going to learn how to use our Zutter. So let me go through it really as fast as I can. The first thing you want to do is, if you've ever used it before, and I bought mine used through eBay and this was loaded, you're supposed to empty this slot if you've used it every time, because it impacts whether or not this works well if you don't. So empty that every time. Then this is the bar on the back that stabilizes it, so you're going to want to pull that out. Okay, now when I did it before, no problem pulling it out. Oh, I'm bummed, because I did this, so I was so proud of myself that I could pull that out. Hold on. Taking it off film. Darn it. Okay. Got it back out. Okay, I watched some tutorials on this, and one person said make a template first so you kind of have an idea of how many of these holes you need to punch. So I did do that, and I counted it, and I think it's 16, but I'm going to wait and cut my wire thing later. This is a 5/8 inch wire, so I'm hoping it's going to be thick enough. No, I'm sorry, it's 3/4 of an inch. I've had a bigger one, 3/4 of an inch. That's what I went with. I'm hoping it's thick enough to cover my. It should be. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set your setting on the side to C, which is cover, because that's what I'm going to do. So if you can see, I moved the little bar, and there's a little pointer. There's a little white. Hold on. I'll pull it up here. There's a little white pointer. Can you see that little white pointer right there? It's pointing to C, and C is for cover. So with the very first thing you're going to do, this is the moment of truth, Melody. This is the moment where I either throw up or it works. You're going to put your cover in, and you're going to line it up with against this bar on the side, and you're going to hold it down, and then you're going to pull. Okay, this is where I'm not sure if I can do it. You pull your lever down, and I did it. And there are the first cuts, okay? Then, the next thing you need to do is you need to move this to continuous, which is B. Because you need to be able to, well, I'm going to show you. You need to be able to line up. You see this little hole here? This, oh, I hope you can see that. This hole and this hole are the ones that are the last, that's your last measure. So what you want to do is you want to make it so that that's going to be your first hole measure. So it's like you're in 2 from that. And you push that little bar back, and it pops into that hole. Hold on. I got to do this a different way so I can see it and do it at the same time. I apologize. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're going to have all of our holes poked. So now it's in that hole. So I don't know if you can see, but it's in that hole right there. So now we can pull it again. Hold on. This is where my serious skill set works. And the thing that's nice about that is that little hole kind of held it in place, I hope, and that made it in a straight line. So now we're going to move it out again. We're moving right along on our list. So then we're going to go to the second one again, and we're going to put it in there, push that little lever back until we can get that in there. Oh, how easy it went in that time. And then we're going to, man, I'm worried about that. Is that going to punch half a hole up there? What to do? That's a little scary part. I'm not sure if I want to do that because I'm afraid it's going to punch half a hole. That was me rigging it. Oh, cross your fingers. This is so many hours of work if I screw it up. Oh, I'm going to be crying. You'll hear this cry all the way across country. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we're not going to think about how that just hacked up part of my cover. Not thinking about that. We're not thinking about that. We're going to come up with a plan to make that better. I don't know what it's going to be. Crap the bed. I'm probably going to have to stop my holes right there and just cut that off because I screwed it up. But I didn't know how to make... Shoot. Alright, let's do the back cover. Since I've already messed it up, I might as well go all out, right? So we're going to empty that hole. so that it cuts good, even though I screwed it up. I'm bumming. You have no idea how I'm bumming. Okay, then this is the back cover, and on the back cover I put this ribbon in there so that I could tie a pen to it. And then we're going to hold that in. Well, let me make sure I'm on cover, because now that I'm screwing things up, I want to make sure I really screw it up good. Okay. Alright, come on. Alright, there's that. This part's easy. It's that last one. I'm just not sure what I'm doing wrong. Not going to think about it. There's no point in crying about it, right? Because, frankly, it's just a project that I'm using for myself. If I was making this as a gift and giving it away and, you know, going to forever and a day be crying about how this gift was crappy, that'd be different. But this is something I'm going to be using for me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I wish that was the back. I wish that was the back cover that I screwed up instead of the front, naturally. Anyway, what I think I'm going to do is this. I think I'm only going to put the wires in to that point, and then somehow I think I'll just trim off the rest of the front, or do something. Maybe I'll cover it. We'll come up with a plan on that later. Okay, so here's what you do next. This is the next part I'm scared I'm going to screw up. Now you change the setting to inside. Wait, I'm going to empty that again, because I don't know how serious they are about that empty thing. Now you change your setting to inner pages, which is D. And I'm only going to do one of these at a time because, as you know, I'm now terrified I'm going to really screw it up. Okay, and let's see, should I think I'm just going to do them and then move that thing. Move that against it. And then move the bar. If I do it that way, then I'll be sure that January, February, March, April. Woo! July just went in the floor. May, June. Trust me, if you think I'm going fast, I'm contemplating this with my heart in my mouth. Oh God, I'm so freaked out by this. Oh, brother. Well, now you know what not to do, right? With the Zutter. Bind it all. Okay. September, October. Is that in all the way? September, October, November, December. Jeez, what if I punch them on the wrong side? This could be the worst thing. Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Since I'm going to throw up anyway, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Hard to believe I stamped them on the right, or punched them on the right side. Okay, that's the first set now. I need to empty it. And then I need to move my little bar to continuous. Hold on, continuous. And then I'm going to stick the second one in that hole and hold it down. And this is where I made that executive decision that that's all the further I'm going to go with each one, because it's far enough up that it should not affect it. It should work. I read the directions on this. I watched videos on this because I did not want to come off like I never used it before, even though everyone knows I never have. But the thing that's weird about it is when I did it, when I read all those, it never said what you were supposed to do if, at least I didn't find, if your page, if you had less page, whatever, then you have holes. You know, because my holes were going to come out in the wrong spot if I did it, you know, if I kept going. So I don't know what I was supposed to do, because I could show you the instruction book. You would laugh. It's this little flip book that's like not oh, that's another little problem. I have glued on embellishments. I can't get around. Oh, jeez. All right. I'm gonna have to. Oh, good. It's a. Oh, whew, it's on. I had it on double stick things. Melody, I love you for this. Forcing me out of my comfort zone, because I love it when I have to do something like this that, you know, I would have owned this tool forever and never used it, and now you know, by doing this, I'm forcing myself to use it, and at the same time, we're going to learn from my mistakes, and so everybody else is going to know what they shouldn't do. Probably the same problem, and that's a Brad. Oh, jeez. We're not going to think about it. We're going to hope that it's up high enough. Oh, it is good. Whew. Lucky break. Up there. It is out of the way. Maybe now I'm just panicking for no apparent reason. Do they have blooper reels for YouTube? Seriously, I'm the worst crafter in the world. Oh, November, December, you never thought we'd get there. The next to last one, which is that one. Come on. Get in there. It's in. Is it down all the way? I think so. Okay. Okay. Here's what they said you do now. I'm going to make sure that they are in the correct order. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then they said to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to put, whoops, stuck. You're going to put your front cover on first. Then you, okay, how does this work? This is my back cover sheet that you put that on. How do I do this? My back, I punched my back side, I think on the wrong side. So we're going to have to do the other side of the back cover. At least the thing that makes me happy about this is that I'm the one making the mistakes. It's my project, and Melody, if you've never used yours, I think I've told you guys before many times that when it comes to the mechanics of things, I am not mechanical at all. And figuring things out mechanically, it just has always been a dilemma for me to go like, okay, is this backwards or forward or, you know, whatever. And in the book, naturally, in this little, you know, Zutter Bind it all book, it did not say, hey, don't forget that you're going to have to punch your back cover on the reverse side. All I'm saying. Didn't say that. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Alright. Now if I did it wrong this time, we'll just give up. We'll just throw in the towel and I'll say, well, that was a fun project that I never did. Okay. So what you do now is you put your back cover on backwards like that. Because when you put this thing through, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What you're supposed to do, they give you these little snippy things. You're supposed to snip it off. I admitted in the end that I was too wussy to do it. It was very frustrating, but I did it. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get these little guides that tell you that this is the width you put them in at. And let me make sure I'm doing this right. I think, where's my book? Here it is. Here's the book. You'll love this book. It's so helpful and informative. Okay, hold on here. Depending on the wires. Okay, this way. Okay, so then what you do is you move this little bar back and forth to, you'll get, on mine it says, it actually has 3/4 of an inch, which is what my wires are. Sorry, my head's probably in the way, my arms are probably in the way, everything's in the way. And then you stick this little guide is supposed to be there so you can do this. I don't know if you can even see that. So you can do this, and that way you know for sure that it fits, I guess. Then, the moment of truth. Oh, then you change this to A, which is open. These little things are supposed to be pointed downward, like that. I'm going to put it, hopefully, in the center of the camera so you can see it. No, it's not. Oh, boy. Okay, then all you do at this point is you're supposed to just gently squeeze it. Now that would have been fine, but I don't think it squeezed all of mine, so I think I have to squeeze the rest of them. I'm going to go to the top and squeeze them gently, theoretically. At this point, my gently is, I don't even know if it's even working. Okay, the reason that you were supposed to put that back cover on the front is you were supposed to be able to then hide these rings in the back. Ugh. And maybe I squeezed it too tight, but I don't know. Oh, it's a dilemma. Oh, there's my problem. Some of my rings are on a little bit of a twist. I need to move. I probably could have used a bigger size ring. Maybe I'll upgrade to a bigger ring. So, let me get this crap out of here. If it was perfect, which it's not, but it's my first attempt at this, and, you know, you get what you get. I'm going to probably fix it a little bit from here on out, but let's just go through it so everyone can see. Newly punched, new wired birthday calendar. So I'll go through it with you, and I'll kind of tell you the horror story that was binding this. I had made the template, which is what they showed you how to do, but what I didn't, I don't know, I must have stopped watching the video when they said to line it up on your cardboard. Well, I didn't do that, and so my holes were all askew. Then when I punched the front cover, you can't really see it, which is good, but I punched the top end. I didn't hold it in there flat, so it has some issues in the far left binding, which I'm glad you can't see it, but it's there. I'll go through the inside. You've seen it, but I'll do it again. January, February and March, April and May, June and July. The new binding makes all the difference because it's so much bigger. August and September, October, November, and December. Then what I had to do on the back, okay, well, you're just going to know all about my dirty secrets now. Hold on, I got to do this. Okay, here's what happened. I'm sure if you've watched my videos before, you've heard me say that I'm not mechanically minded. And what I mean by that is, when there's logistics you have to figure out, I'm not good at that. So when I punched the back cover, I punched the wrong end. And it wouldn't have made a difference, but then I punched this side because I could have turned it around, but then I didn't. And so therein lies why I put ribbon on this side to cover all those holes. But that worked out okay because now I have a cute little thing to hold my pencil. And I do need to lay... I'm going to put my Vagabond on it. Hey, if you want something flat, put that Vagabond on it. That baby will make anything flat with those 17 pounds of goodness. But anyway, it did not go as easily as I thought it would. Just the binding part did not go easily. The rest, easy. Well, I mean, it was time consuming, but it was an easy project. The binding, like I said, it's the logistics of you have to make one of these templates where you punch the whole page. Then you have to line it up on your cover, and you want to start the first hole where this shows, and it's easy to do because you just line it up with these holes. You know, that's how it works. But anyway, I didn't do that because, you know, I went astray, and my binding wire was way too small. It was only 3/4 of an inch. This is 1.25 inches. I would recommend 1.25 inches. I had to special order that through Amazon. It wasn't expensive. It was like $8 for 4 of them, which when I went to Hobby Lobby, which was the only store that even sold these wires, they only had up to 3/4 of an inch, which is the size I already had. So obviously I had to go with a bigger one than that, and it made all the difference in the world as far as, you know, I didn't think about my embellishments and how at the top of the book it was going to be much thicker than the bottom of the book. These are the things that I don't think about because I'm all about, oh, that's so cute, I'm ready to go. Then I run into these little issues. So anyway, Melody, this book's for you. I'm so happy we're finally done with our project, and I hope you do try your binding tool, and I hope that all of you learned a little bit from the things I did wrong with mine, and I hope you also realize that it's not that hard, but it's like in carpentry where they say measure twice and punch once. Same thing. You want to really think it through before you shove that machine in there and punch those holes, because once those holes are in there, it's permanent. So I'm still happy with my book. I hope you are too. Hope you'll give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for being so patient waiting for part 2. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.